of the season, no, and Sterling in your nomination order to do more. You see the kind of players and the one winding there. One blend and one more compete for the young player of the season award. And from Newcastle United, they been as Sven Botman. And I bet, Sven Botman, yeah, the type of defender will be back there, no nonsense. No nonsense. If I need presence and stature, say, Nimpage, no one member to do William to me. So that is the kind of player and then Sven Botman, I bet, Otti. William to me. And to play with Fabian Shaw on so on the age one side. For a club, ever pressure on to some extent because now there's that kind of financial injection. It's expectation or they can replicate the score they actually with reflect on the results. That is exactly what is happening. And they are back four, no. I bet say Fabian Shaw, you honest Van Botman, and the current Trippier can win Nick Pope in the goal post now. They've been one of the best defensive setups a year this season in the English Premier League. And you cannot exempt his performance. Or Samsung so win your nomination in this particular that is award. I bet they've been a bit today. Moses Caicedo from Brighton and Hove Albion. At a point, Chelsea and then also Arsenal all wanted to break the bank for him. Brighton and Hove Albion said no. Yeah, more economy moving fit him no. At the age of 22, they wanted to tame him down, get him to sit in the club, not in the summer or Bokomoma bed with Fuako, and to attract club like Chelsea, club like Arsenal, no, or they when they do that level and then also that height and sana. Some of these clubs will do about for your signature. So he getting that kind of nomination. So I'm very much happy for him, and I think that he really deserves to be part. Early Bruhaland also come. And Early Bruhaland, the least said about him, the better. Even say the whole of Europe, Mponas are bad. Everybody not count the players of the season. And the Early Bruhaland, the Beshema, you are not far from right. And I can't tell me the Premier League because I think that environment in Mpono so much. Alexander Isak joining in the general transfer window from Real Sociedad. And I wonder players, I bet, new growth now is so steady and rapid, very quick. From the French Ligue 1, Wabrana, Borussia Dortmund, put me away, place the Premier League, and we'll confess about saying Halim or Baby Shim. I bet I play. And I will call FC Kohun. Walk for another player the bay. Honestly, he was not so that consistent. There was Alexander Isak around the ranks. Eventually, he had to join Real Sociedad. They thought that he can be that kind of striker for them to propel into European spaces because Sociedad they call Wakobo in the Spanish La Liga season. I bet their target wouldn't just to walk straight into the trophy room. They walk on what call it the Spanish La Liga. So Alexander Isak was scoring week in, week out and day in, day out for Real Sociedad setup. As at the time, he was one of the top 3 top scorers of the Spanish La Liga. But he had to leave that and come and join Club Orfano, that is Newcastle United, with a very huge expectation. Because now Phoenix Kafanaba, walk to talk more from on the players. I wish that kind of glimpses they're going for. No, we want to get to the highest level. And then they know the touchdown for Club Newcastle United. And fast forward, he is part of why they have gotten this far. Newcastle United story, I bet, especially in the attacking third, together with the other players, I bet you cannot write a story and exempt the young man in Alexander Isak. I bet aside him, even Alexis McAllister, World Cup winner and a very consistent one for Brighton and Hove Albion. He is why even the same winner a nomination as part of the manager of the season. Then Gabriel Martinelli, personally, I think he will be the outsider in this list. The outsider because how will he start the season? When 2-1 continue and fin. But probably you would give him the benefit of the doubt. You will be one to you the first half of the season. You will the second half, not the why you going to start the wood one, them the Gabriel Martinelli. And he was part of why Arsenal when you that kind of consistency as far as the top of the EPL table no concerned. Together with Captain Martin Odegaard and then also Bukayo Saka, I bet for me, Eliburu Haaland I ended. Moses Caicedo at a point no reprend or Sanso Akwana Waba, Sven Botman, Alexander Isak, McAllister, Mona, the Adina, what I bet. Obi a player, young player of the season. It is Bukayo Saka. Okay. It is Bukayo Saka. I think the Wabwas Nalapa. Honestly, you can see in the first half of the season, but even in the second half, he's done better than teammates of Orfano. That is Gabriel Martinelli and Lisandro Trossard. The touchdown. I bet now, although was switching between Martinelli and then also Trossard. At a point, no will change Kakanka. But on the rise of the attack, that man in Bukayo Saka, I bet he's untouchable. On a more to Mabaman as my player of the season. Now to the another young player of the season. Now to the player of the season, Nankasa. Honestly, Rome Benya there, Kevin De Bruyne, I bet Oshemibi. The least said about him, so the better together with Eliburu Haaland, Harry Kane, and then also Enya Obitre, Martin Odegaard, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, no Nicker and Trippier. I bet Sanka, you could season him na Obi mo predict today, Yebo will be a lap track. win your nomination as part of the players of the season. Can you show them compare the part yes, it is possible that some or probably someone can get there. Or you one of the awards are penny pino or them attackers. Midfielders, no goalkeepers are better and care on cry because a midfielder was a pivot. No, he won't get that kind of assist. On to watch a lot of goals. And attention the casino, I want to watch the goals. And I want at the end of the day what trust for how many goals does he have? How many assists does he have? And as a lateral, we will be said in the crossable nine and we need to take a sign. Probably Karen Trippier even being there, no. About on attackers, about on interceptions, and so I mean the blocks and attackers now didn't put other defenders were the one. But in the English Premier League, Karen Trippier, I bet on the second highest number of oil chances created. He is the right back of Newcastle United. Oja let's come Madrid one about joining Newcastle, no. And I pecking in the Premier League and Newcastle United, I bet we better track with the 8 around there. And he captains the setup and has propelled them into Europa spaces in the all things being qualifier for Champions League next season. It is a funny performance next on your nomination, I bet. The Bruno Fernandes do knowing the next player will create the highest number of chances. I think that he deserves this particular nomination with about 35 matches are now all born. We win 18 now, all draw 12, no Lucy. That is 5 games, and I think that would deserve. Because I can so appear with hands so on also 36 matches on all born. I bet we win 25, draw 6. And Lucy, that is 5 games. And at the age of 21, no, fast now story so far with the room inside the second position of the Premier League. Now, I don't think the better than nomination. No, he is not. I mean, undeserved another BB them. Marcus Rashford, man, good make say that bed. I am disappointed with him. But yes, few World Cup in the bed. Me go we am can wa penny p. Then from the World Cup, I been me good yellow boys at that time. Play be a new see my noble bonnet to the Marcus Rashford. But in the year, Mr. Mikes, I bet Muntum in Canada. Because he has not been that consistent. If World Cup in about 10 matches on the trot and Manchester United World he scored consecutively 9 times. 10 matches no watch number 9. In the Washoe, it's no Washoe, in the Washoe, it's no Washoe. The man. He been put to me 2. That was how consistent Marcus Rashford has been. But in the last few games, where has he been? Where has he been? And San Olben will be prompt and San also. What about back up boy in the Europa League against Sevilla? So for him, I bet the whole season about 21 goals are only on. I think it is the best of individual and numbers are working now or the Amahen. But they will to propel Manchester United to a higher height. Now what should if you work up in the bed or full coco doing it? I don't think that he's lived up to it. But no nomination is deserving though. Player made at a point Marco deserve the best player in the Europe. No, you put me up with it and mention it on nominees for player of the season in the Premier League in my bed. You wouldn't be far from right. Now to Martin Odegaard. I bet Mr. Number for Martin and Trench and Amen Combla. Hurricane Bobby. For shame. It be a 36 matches. We win 17. We draw 6. We lose 13. Netim will consider 27 now. That is 3 goals now. Or 2 now. Another Porsche 27 goals. No, consider 3 in that particular space. And 27 goals in the Premier League now. We to now watch it. Another share in 2017, 2018. If consistency in this particular season now, watch about 24 different matches. And no, I bet now, or do you call a record of the number of goals built to Malaysia in a single season? And Nankasa Menjini, there's been a season of watch more than this season with no watch. But Tottenham was as a club, no one said that day. I bet no one hear him, but consistently Hurricane has been there, breaking records and then also setting new ones. And thereof, many sure that Sanke Hurricane and Tottenham was story one KBNK. By this time, what the baby uncle what I would just carry it into his doorstep. The honor no one Tottenham what the baby over there in the 1-to-1 fee Premier League European spaces in mono, and he really deserves to be part. The last two, no, Kevin De Bruyne and then also Erling Haaland. And I think their numbers speaks for themselves. One being the highest assister and the other being the highest top scorer. But ni name on a bed. Marshall Kevin De Bruyne, he's the highest assister of the Premier League. And the Erling Haaland is only the highest top scorer. And if I needed 4 goals a watch in a single season and I'm so far in the Premier League in a bed. Obi was assist in the casino Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin has that kind of experience in the Premier League. They have better manager. They have better coefficients around them. Some of these higher height. And with these 2 players, no be any workload of also being the captain of the club. The Munko Fabiano. Obieno, apart from Hurricane or captain for Tottenham Hotspur, not Kevin De Bruyne, not Erling Haaland, but the young man in Martin Odegaard from Arsenal. But who are the coefficients around him? It is from a step party no jogging who able to know. It is Granit Xhaka and Nails one Samsung Kojemeno. Any Mobuka Saka Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli. Only Gabriel Jesus didn't get him no go anymore. But still, this young man as a captain with that workload, I bet. What to proper last number? What the first of the Premier League until when at the miracle no be I expect to know see. And say about Premier League, say Man City no do it. Manchester United no would wait. Tell somebody that's all Liverpool can come bed. William must show. You would feel that kind of pressure. But for this young man to have helped club off and Arsenal, then they know at the age of 24, won't compete so well. And Okita about 15 goals and then also 7 assists for himself so far in the English Premier League season. I bet. Ono na moto ma Barman as my player of the season. Okay. No expectation in you know. Sanka ye pecking all the party able you know. And will be a walk or Real Madrid one fa. What bon loan to my that's Arsenal eventually all making the move you know, permanent and all but just about 2 seasons. One man some of this performance and consistency propelling Arsenal to compete. That's far there, I bet. Medema Martin Odegaard as my player of the season. And lastly, on the manager of the season nomination, so selling them fan to the man, you come quickly. I join on Spice 91.9 FM on Facebook. I've had a lot of people argue for one man in Roberto De Zerbi. And I bet for Roberto De Zerbi, now. I don't want to just say there or a Graham Port in Nejumana no Lubuno Daba. But Obijine baby no so kada Obu Graham Port in Nejumano Daba, so I bet then not argue with the person. I'm a man come to meet Adam. Do ye Graham Port in Nejumana Roberto De Zerbi, I bet all did no. But so being the Marco could do no so can so do not crucify that person. If Roberto De Zerbi, sorry now, I bet make a once a man a pina. Even time all the joining the club in Brighton and Hove Albion, and will be in the very replace Graham Potter. It was on the 18th of September 2022, or signing 4 years. And about 18th September 2022, let's say started Premier League, you know, or August out today. It was less than 2 months and a man all banner Bishop. And this is a Brighton Hove Albion side with Graham Potter. I bet Adibiala, as at that time, not the Brighton, and it was unexpected. Never been in Jindi. Never been now friends with Brighton or Botum Wayama, as at that time, no way, you know. He was able to do it for about 2 consistent seasons. On and off, force Chelsea don't know. Let us go to Brighton and buy that manager out of contract. Na Fanambra. Young call Brighton, one young call for Papa Fanambra because Okita materials are on your top notch, but on the wonders. Big clubs in the Babiano will push one out to 10. Big clubs in the Babiano will push one out to 10. And then for Roberto De Zerbi, since our touchdown, I bet the number of matches so far, Otu Nobo Edema, he won 28 games. Only win 13 or draw 6, no, we'll lose 9. For you to miss, we win, that is 13, and we'll lose 9. And a wild draw 6. That is so far Roberto De Zerbi, no record Okita in this season, that is English Premier League, on the World Man nomination. I bet I signed the Bebenya Unai Emery, also from Aston Villa. 23 matches, so we win 14 or draw 3. No, so lose 6. Oh, no, I bet New Wins no more than already Roberto De Zerbi need no. The numbers not made come up one month. He also has less losses than Roberto De Zerbi. Into say Eka Unai Emery and a Roberto Mpomuno Unai Emery Nampo when I wage Roberto De Zerbi which. Also was with an Aston Villa side they've changed about 2 different managers. Steven Gerrard the chance. And son, I bet the world judgment they finish him eventually. Unai Emery is all but Wabafa. And the kind of confidence and the consistency with Aston Villa and Unai Emery, I bet it is mind-boggling. It is out of the world. Aston Villa and Kita, that kind of players on any good day, Elia will set up every expert to know what to Wakona bed, Wako cause the opponent a lot of problems. But under the man in Unai Emery, I bet one man I didn't look so easy at a point, and even as it stands now. So BBI you call Nessa Noma Sasa. Other clubs won't resource him. He can even qualify for European spaces. But before the season, none can earn on that kind of dog stance. Especially under Steven Gerrard. No, no man, you cry. And you will Liga say, Obile Bonus and Yomon Koyi, Ukraine, say, take over, but all your party to continue. Unlike the Zebin, no, Ben, Brighton, who have been were already there. They were up there already. And the Graham Potter and all the children. But between the two Numpa, and reading Caben come to Mamma Unai Emery ahead of Roberto De Zerbi. Men got on you. Mawai and Mogudoli and I bet all your woman. But the Unai Emery Abeyan, I bet it is more than his. Now, I want to probably Wabenya the top 3 of the list, and then probably minimum. Ebenya the how from Newcastle United, yes. Ebenya Mikel Arteta and then also Pep Guardiola, and I bet my Memphis Pep and Trinchen. May the Pep bought Trinchen because among the 3, he has the best of players. Among the 3, he's the most experienced. Among the 3, Eddie Howe na some Pep Guardiola na some make no among the three or the best materials or the best players sounds the most experienced and the most consistent of manager so far in the Premier League. Also some the coaches in Kenny na ba waka fai oko branch ye wan dan ya mansa na bed otum wasana bafa the top half of the table and about the first be unqualified the winning as by best manager of the season. With the qualities, you have to kick the ground running as early as possible. He can do this against only Mikel Arteta and any more from inexperienced side you. That is the only side that probably Pep Guardiola can be this lucky. So on the Premier League, why overly competitive? Just that we had a champion, a leader in Arsenal. They didn't have that kind of belief. Before the season, it was not their target. They were overwhelmed by what they were achieving. Why they suited them more to that? If whom be told you to another tempo, we and I bet we am too much. On the Kitaka and I be careful to keep on today. Accidental BBC. It be not true, Mikel Arteta and Arsenal team. So it is not that Pep Guardiola and Manchester is set up. No, they performed over the world. They really disappointed. But it is because we had a leader in Arsenal and I bet won you that kind of belief. Into the Pep Guardiola based in Channel Crab. Me with the Fulham coach and also association but I don't think that he would also come into my top 3 in about 36 matches on so when winning 15. Now that's Marco Silva 15 now or draw 6 now or lose 15. I bet you don't win 15 and lose 15. Then Samson Beji now they won't nominate as the coach of the season. So I would make him an outsider crowd. Now to my top 2 and it is between Eddie Howe and then also Mikel Arteta. I bet that far Eddie Howe nedena 35 matches so far, 18 wins. 12 draws and then also 5 losses. I bet ideally, English Premier League season was there Newcastle United, Woody 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. That is the ideal position of the Newcastle United Woody. And to check the materials, Papa from Eddie Howe, order yes in the Premier League. I bet they don't come closer to what the big clubs know. They don't come closer. Their average bunch of materials the expectation shouldn't be there at all. Then they won't go finish in the top 4. And we saw him with Bournemouth. Or one of 4 year eventual 9 or something to one relegation. And Sunday is Philip Newcastle bed, walk off an number 1. And he's really done well with this particular setup. From the goalkeeping to the defense to the middle and the attack. Come on, if you are watching a Newcastle game, I bet you have a lot to learn from. So his nomination and so I am perfectly in favor of that. But to my coach of the season, I bet it is Mikel Arteta.
All right.
So just about 3 seasons, the magical works that he's done, and I'm sure that we'll push Pep Guardiola. Don't go to coaching archives, don't coach a lot of systems and then also prayers. Make a prayers and incantations. No from not tell him my Papa Obama account. And that is his record on your page. I bet 23 matches so far, winning 14, drawing 3, and then also losing 6. I bet you know, wager experienced managers which low. Wager experienced managers who get a better clubs and will spend more than them get a qualities than one. And wage one which Manchester United in him, in the Liverpool in him, Chelsea in him, Tottenham Hotspur in him, and then the Mikel Arteta with this particular setup. I bet Otuna more year and winning that is 25 matches, drawing 6 and then also losing 5. No, I bet even though I capitulate, what disappoint went to one day, but baby and Arsenal fear Mikel Arteta on one able to baby Woodry. On a new train or share not to know baby. I mean, so now me free. The Arteta, the maybe do need me. Make us Arteta, ya do. I bet he's my coach of the season.
All right, 91.9 Spice FM. Who's the new coach of the season? That is Mikel Arteta. Of course, Shannon said a bet.